Class 7, welcome back to the maths class. Now, as you have already known that we have completed our chapter number 1, that is the integer. So this is going to be our revision class. How much you have understand and how much you have forgot or not. So before we start the revision, I would like to say to all the guardians of the class 7 that many of your students, they are not submitting their homeworks regularly. So I would suggest that kindly and tell all the students so that they can submit their homeworks in the mail so that we can understand your improvement and your understanding of the topic. Understand? So I would be looking forward to the homeworks. So let's get started with the revisions. We are going to start the revision with page number 27 in the integer, where you can see there is a check your progress lesson is there. So here I'm going to solve some of the template sums for you as we have done before also. And all the remaining sums, those are remaining in the lesson other than the sums I will be doing here. Those you have to complete and you have to submit as the homework. This will be your assignment. So let's get started here. So here see number 1, I have written it down. Now we have already done this kind of sums. To do this kind of sum, what we have to do first, see here, minus 7 is multiplied with minus 9 and then multiplied with minus 11. So we are going to multiply it accordingly and then keeping in mind about the knowledge of the signs. Okay, so here first let's multiply 7 and 9. When we are multiplying 7 and 9, what we are getting? 63, right? 9 into 7 gives us 63 as a result, and the minus and minus together it is giving the positive sign. And there is again minus 11 is remaining out there. Now after that, when we are multiplying 63 with 11, what we are getting? We are getting a number 693 as a result, and after tallying the signs we will get plus minus together, it gives a answer of minus 693. Now coming back to number 2, what is said out here, what will be the sign of the product if we multiply 39 negative integers? If we multiply 39 negative integer with 98 positive integer. So here in the problem sum it is said that when we are multiplying negative 39 integer and positive 98 integer, what will be the sign of the product? So what will be the sign of the product? After we multiply this together, we don't have to multiply this actually to get the real answer, because the sign will be, after we are producting or multiplying, the sign will be negative, right? Because here negative sign is multiplied with a positive sign, which eventually gives a negative sign. Now coming to the number 3, sum number 2. Sum number 2, here it is said use the signs greater than or smaller or equal to show that the statements are true or false. So I am going to do the number 2 for you. Here it is said minus 13 in the left hand side is given minus 13 into 0 into minus 15. With a blank space in between to show that whether they are for tallying both of the right hand side and the left hand side. And then in the right hand side it's given minus 7 into minus 6 into 14. So after multiplying minus 13 with minus 15 into 0, we'll get the left hand side will get a 0, right? And then let's put a blank space out here. Then multiplying all this together will get a number of 588. So we can understand who is greater. Obviously 588 is greater. So the right hand side is greater than the left hand side. So here we will put a sign like this. Now coming to the number 4. It is said that is a total equation of minus 45 within the first bracket divided by minus 15 within the double bracket divided further by minus 3 equal to the minus 45 is outside divided by what? Minus 15 further divided by minus 3 within the double bracket. Whether this left hand side is equal to the right hand side, we have to prove whether they are right or wrong. Okay. For that we have to solve the left hand side first. Now when we are starting with this, when we are dividing minus 45 by minus 15, first forget about the sign as I have said earlier too. First divide 45 by 15. What we are getting after division? So 15 3s are 45 and minus minus interact together to give a positive sign, which will be further divided by minus 3. Then it is giving 1 and plus minus giving together as minus sign. Now as the right hand side, what is there? Minus 45 divided by what? 3 5s are 15, right? 3 5s are 15 and minus minus together interact to give a positive sign. So 45 divided by 5 to give a 9 and plus minus together give minus 9. So are they together? Are the left hand side is equal to the right hand side? No, they are not. So the answer will be no. Okay. Now coming to the number 5, sum number 2. Here this is a simplification. This is a simplification or simplify. We have to simplify this total sum. So first see here, there is a bar is given above 3 minus 6. Now what this stands for? This means that this operation we have to do first. First, according to the Bodmer's rule, if when we are following, we know that the bracket we have to do, then we can do other sums. We can do other operations. So here, within the bracket, there is a bar out here and we have to do that before everything else. Now here, there is a catch is hiding out here. Within the 9, now how we are going to consider this? We have to consider this like as if they are within a bracket and we have to do this first. We cannot take it like minus 3 and minus 6. No, we cannot take it. How we have to do? So we will consider as our entire different operation where plus 3 minus 6 they interact. If you remember the line number we have already done before, you will get a answer of minus 3, right? Then after finding the minus 3, we'll again write it down. When we are doing simplification, we'll have to write it down once again and repetitively. So 9 plus 3 will be there because minus minus interact together to give a plus. Then here again we'll write 5 minus 3. Here 9 plus 3 gives a 12, right? So we will do that before, because multiplication comes before subtraction. 5 minus 12 threes are 36. Now when we are doing the subtraction, we'll get a number of, here 5 is the positive number and 36 is the negative number. So we'll get a number of 31 minus 31, because 36 is greater than plus 5. Now 11 minus 7, here minus minus interact together to give a 31 plus 31. After that, what is remaining? 31 plus 7, what is giving? 38. Now here see plus 11 and minus 38. So when they are operating together, it will give an answer of minus 27, which is our desired answer. So this is it for this revision class. From the next class, we will be shifting to the other operation and other next chapter. So do this the remaining sums of page 27 and submit is at a homework. So thank you for watching this, and do your homework please regularly. Thank you.